I'm Jackie Thomas Teague from Bloom Property Management, and I'm going to be talking to you now about how to deal with government policy changes. So the government has the ability to ruin everything for a property investor with the stroke of a pen. So policy can change overnight from being something that's quite favourable and fair to something that is completely taking the rug out from under your feet. So in New Zealand, the last few years have been diabolical for investors. It has resulted in some tax situations that are very unique for residential property investors that large investors and new build owners and commercial investors do not have to put up with. So what can we do about it? Well, we can vote. Right, so that's one opportunity, but there is no guarantee that whoever comes in next is going to actually reverse this situation. In fact, they may even make it worse. So it is something that we need to be careful of. It's good to show them how you feel by voting, so definitely do that, but there is no guarantees. So there are other things that we can do. So we can participate in our local Property Investors Association in New Zealand. That's the New Zealand Property Investors Federation and the local branches. They do surveys and all sorts of things regularly for landlords, and it's worth participating in those because that information goes back to government bodies and puts forward our point of view. It is really important to be loud and proud about being a landlord. You know, it's really common for Kiwi landlords to hide and pretend that they're not landlords. So if you walked into a barbecue with people you hardly know and go, "Hi, I'm Jackie, I'm a property investor," you would not get a lot of people flocking to you going, "Me too." In fact, they'd be sitting at the back going, "I might be a property investor too, but I'm not going to say anything." Right? So actually be loud and proud. Be grateful that you're somebody who can provide houses for those who can't afford it for themselves. You know, we need to find better rhetoric than the media puts out there about us. So be an advocate for landlords. Also be an advocate for tenants. This is a team. We're not trying to get rich on the, backs of poor people or anything like that. It is working together that gets us going forward. Without tenants, we are not successful investors. So we look after our tenants and they look after us. We are saving for our retirement, we're taking burden off the taxpayers, all sorts of good things. So be an amazing landlord, speak up, take part in public meetings, have a say about government policy that relates to landlords and tenants, provide excellent housing, and brag about it. Whenever there's a media release about anything to do with property, put in comments. Be a good example of what landlords are, because only by doing that will we actually get traction, remove the stigma about being evil landlords. We really don't go to landlord meetings and have a little mwah. That is absolute nonsense. We're all just ordinary people doing our best to get ahead in life, and we should be celebrating what we've achieved. We haven't been lucky, we've worked hard for what we've got, and most people would love for others to also achieve the same. So if you want to know more about how you can interact with government policy and make things work and be a good advocate for landlords, talk to me. I'm Jackie from Bloom Property Management.